You know, when you're scrolling through pictures of dogs online, you've probably done it. You hit a picture of a Bernese Mountain Dog and you just stop. That incredible tri-colored coat, that sweet, gentle face, it's the absolute picture of the perfect family dog. But behind that dream, behind that photo, is a reality of some serious commitment. So today, we're going to peel back the curtain and look at what it truly means to share your life with a Berner.
And this phrase, it just says it all, doesn't it? The gentle giant with a heart of gold. I mean, it perfectly captures their massive size, their quiet strength, and that unbelievable loyalty they are so famous for. It's the reason countless people fall head over heels in love with them. But it's really just the opening chapter to a much bigger story. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to start with the dream. You know, their amazing history as the Alpine gentle giant and why everyone adores their temperament. But then we're going to get into the real deal devotion it takes. We'll look at why they're built for the cold, their heartbreaking health issues, the critical job of finding a great breeder, and what it takes to raise a Berner puppy right. And then we'll put it all together and ask, is this really the dog for you?
Okay, let's start with that picture-perfect image. The Bernese Mountain Dog isn't just some beautiful dog. It's a breed with incredibly deep roots, straight from the farms and mountains of Switzerland. And really, their history is the key to everything about who they are today.
I mean, think about this. Their story goes back more than 2,000 years, starting with these huge, powerful Mastiff-type dogs that the Roman soldiers brought into the Alps. Over centuries, they became the ultimate all-in-one farm dog in Bern, Switzerland. They were strong enough to move cattle, gentle enough to watch over the family, and famously, they were the ones pulling carts of cheese and milk to the local market. But then, farms started modernizing, and these amazing dogs nearly disappeared. They were almost lost forever. It was only because a few incredibly dedicated breeders in the early 20th century stepped in that the breed was saved and became the companion we love all over the world today.
And all that history, it directly shaped their personality. Berners are profoundly loyal. They just live to be with their people. Their incredible patience makes them just fantastic with kids, and they're always watchful, but not in an aggressive way. But there's a flip side to that deep bond. They are sensitive souls. They don't respond well to harsh training, and that intense devotion means they can really suffer from separation anxiety if they're left alone too much. It's not just that they want to be with you. You have to understand they truly need to be with you.
That history in the chilly Swiss Alps brings us to our first big point of devotion, that incredible coat. It's stunning, right? But that thick, double-layered coat isn't just for show. It was built for freezing weather, and that creates a huge challenge if you live anywhere warm. The number one danger is heat stroke. This is a terrifying condition where a dog's body temperature skyrockets to dangerous levels. Now, we sweat to cool down, right? Dogs can't do that effectively. For a Berner who's wearing a permanent winter parka, that heat gets trapped inside. Their main cooling system, panting, just gets overwhelmed. It's a true life-or-death emergency. So this is absolutely crucial. You have to know these signs. We're talking about excessive panting and drooling, gums that look bright red or even pale, weakness, confusion. These are all massive red flags. Seeing these signs early and acting fast, getting them into a cool space, using wet towels, can literally be the difference between life and death. This is not a small thing. For a Berner owner, managing heat is a daily concern.
Okay, this next part, this is probably the toughest part of loving a Bernese Mountain Dog. It's something that requires real, honest, emotional preparation. We have to talk about their health and their lifespan.
The average lifespan for a Bernese Mountain Dog is only 7 to 10 years. For a dog that becomes such a huge, central part of your family, that is a devastatingly short amount of time. It's a heartbreaking reality, and every single person thinking about a Berner has to confront this head on. The immense joy they bring is matched only by the incredible grief when they're gone far too soon.
So why are we looking at the number 18? Well, because 18 months is the minimum age that's recommended for a really critical health screening for giant breeds, the official check for hip dysplasia. This is a common and incredibly painful joint problem. Every owner needs to know about it, and getting this screening done is one of the key things a responsible breeder does to protect the future of the breed.
And then there's cancer. It's awful to say, but this breed has a very high predisposition to several forms of it. This is one of the biggest reasons for their short lifespan, and for owners, it represents a massive emotional and financial challenge. It's just a painful truth that's woven into the very fabric of this wonderful breed. Okay, so knowing about these health challenges, the very first and most important thing an owner can do, your first act of devotion, is choosing where that puppy comes from. Finding an ethical, responsible breeder isn't just a nice idea. For this breed, it is an absolute necessity. And this slide really shows you the night and day difference. A responsible breeder is obsessed with the health and future of the breed. They're doing health certifications. They follow a strict code of ethics. They're there for you for the dog's whole life. On the other side, you have poor breeding practices, like inbreeding, which has just devastating results. I mean, mating brother to sister gives you a coefficient of inbreeding, or COI, of 25%. That is way, way above the 10% max experts recommend. It leads to sicklier puppies, weaker immune systems, and even shorter lives.
So here is your non-negotiable takeaway. A breeder who truly cares about their dogs will be proud to show you a mountain of paperwork. We're talking a 4-generation pedigree to see the lineage, and most importantly, health certifications for the puppy's parents, proving they were screened for things like hip and elbow dysplasia. If a breeder hesitates or refuses to show you this, you walk away, period.
All right, so you found that amazing breeder, and you bring your little fluffy puppy home. Now the devotion really kicks into high gear. The puppy stage for a giant breed is so critical. Their crazy fast growth has to be managed almost like a science project to build a foundation for a healthy life. I mean, just look at this adorable puppy. It's hard to believe, but inside that tiny, fluffy body, a massive skeleton is being built at an incredible rate. And how you feed them right now can literally affect their joint health for the rest of their life. It's an incredibly delicate balance. And this quote from vets really explains why. Bones that grow too quickly are less dense, making the skeleton and joints weak. Let that sink in. If they shoot up too fast, their bones are literally weaker, less dense, which leads to huge structural problems down the road. The goal is not fast growth, it's slow, steady, controlled growth.
So this all boils down to 4 key things you have to do for a healthy Berner puppy. First, controlled nutrition. That means a food made specifically for giant breed puppies with the right balance of calcium and phosphorus. Second, vaccines. You'll work with your vet on a schedule, usually starting around 45 days old. Third, socialization is absolutely essential for that gentle temperament to shine through. And finally, you have to protect those growing joints. That means no long, strenuous runs or lots of jumping on hard surfaces until their growth plates have fully closed.
So we've looked at that majestic, beautiful dream, and we've gotten really honest about the demanding devotion that comes with it. Now it's time to put it all together and ask that final, all-important question. Is the Bernese Mountain Dog truly the right companion for your life? This checklist really lays it all out, doesn't it? You have to be totally honest with yourself here. On one side is what you must provide. Plenty of space, daily companionship and exercise, a real commitment to training, and a home that can stay cool. And on the other side is what you must fully accept. Their tragically shorter lifespan and serious health risks, the metric ton of shedding, their absolute need to be an indoor member of the family, and the huge responsibility of finding an ethical breeder.
Owning a Bernese Mountain Dog, it's a commitment unlike almost any other. It is a promise to be their advocate, to manage their health, to protect them from the elements, and to cherish every single day you have with them. So now that you've seen the incredible dream and the immense devotion it demands, the final question really is for you. Are you truly ready for the heart of a gentle giant?